Hi Libra, what's up? Okay, so like I've been saying in all the videos, we are going to be doing the tarot readings the same, but a few things are going to be different. So instead of using any oracle decks in this reading, we're going to only use these two in another video for your specific sign. But in this reading, we will be only using this Tarot Mucha deck just so you could have more of an understanding of what's to come to you, what events are going to play out. And the other video with the Oracle decks will show you what the problem is and how to fix it, okay? So let's go ahead and jump right into this video for Libra. Happy Virgo season. Your season is coming up very, very soon. So let's see what's going to be happening in the beginning of September for Libra. If you hear the fan in the background, I'm just doing that because I don't want you guys to hear the TV in the living room. So you're kind of supposed to hear it, but I hope it's not too loud. Okay, so the energy of the beginning of September for you, Libra, is going to be the Devil card in reverse, okay? So some of you are going to be in a situation where you feel like it's dealing with work, or it could deal with a Capricorn in your life, or it could deal with authority in your life, or it can deal with something that you obsess over, maybe routines that you have in your life. Well, we're going to get more into that. So starting off, we have the Star card. And so this is, Aquarius energy. This is also being able to understand that everything you have is all you need to be able to reach what you want, right? So what's your dream? The Star card. Okay, so maybe what you want or your desire is a fire sign, an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. This is someone who's a natural leader. And they definitely are smart and they're creative, but they're like kind of goofy and just playful, but they're really smart. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is also someone, if it's someone that you already know that you want, this is someone that you think is trustworthy and someone that you can see yourself growing with emotionally. You trust them. Now, if this is someone who you're just picturing out who you want, these are the qualities that you would like to have in this person, right? This could even be about, I don't know. It could be about anyone, really. But I think that's what you desire. That's kind of what you are looking for. Okay. And then we go on to the Nine of Cups. So it seems as though you're comfortable. Or there's a sense of comfortability in whatever's going on. Whether this is just your life. Or this could just be regarding, your emotions. Your state in your love life. Maybe you're just comfortable. It might not be too much going on, but it's very comfortable. Yeah. Seems new and fresh. You seem optimistic about the future, and I think you're just trusting that everything will work out on its own, right? And I feel like you enjoy just enjoying whatever comes your way. You're not too pressed on it. You're just enjoying the fun, and whenever something happens, you just hop on it and you go for it. And whether it's good or bad, it's kind of just like that lover's energy. You're just going after the next adventure, and who knows if it's going to be good or bad, right? So then we have the Magician's card in reverse. So this leads me to believe that you are not using all of your assets correctly. Again, that same message coming up. You're not using what you can to be in control. You also might be letting someone control you or manipulate you in ways that you could avoid. So let's see what the Magician in reverse is talking about. One second. There's always a mishap. Give me a second, guys. Give me a second. Jesus Christ. This is what I get for overachieving and trying to record more than I usually do in one day. Alright. So, back to what I was saying. The Magician's card in reverse. What is this referring to? Okay, so we got this. I feel like you're not being in control of your emotions, or you may not be completely sure of what you want. And so that in turn can make it to where you're not making the right decisions, or you're not using the things that are around you to manifest what you need, because you're not in control of how you feel. So there's no real direction if you can't have a stance or some type of foundation in how you feel, right? Okay. So middle of September for Libra. What the fuck? I'm really starting to get pissed. Let me calm down. Okay, so we have our 3 cards. They fell out, but I don't know why they're falling like this. Okay. Okay, so the energy for the middle of September, 4 Wands. So again, enjoying occasions. It might not be planned, it might be planned, but this is really you just kind of going with the flow, and kind of just when something pops up, you just go attend it. And you probably are around people that you really enjoy being around, because it reminds you of, you know, how fun life can be. So the middle of September, we start off with the Empress card. So this is nurturing and caring energy. This could be an older maternal figure in your life, or older woman. This could also just be you finally appreciating the things that you have in life, and maybe an earth sign around you who remind you that material possessions are, you know, important too in their own way. Who is this Empress? Who is the Empress? What is that? No. Okay, so we have the Judgment card here. So the Empress is maybe someone that encourages you to put up or shut up. This is like the final say. This is the final decision. This is judgment being made. So this is someone that could have provided that type of structure for you, kind of like either you're in or you're out. This is someone you may have met whenever you were isolated, or a time where you felt like you couldn't move on, a time where you didn't feel financially stable, or maybe dealing with a person who, you know, is kind of a fuckboy and not trustworthy. And I feel like it came together for you when this Empress came into your life, and it kind of just made everything come together. And it also helped you get past some old karmic issues, some old past trauma in this life, or maybe from past lives. And it made you realize, you know, things could get bigger. There's bigger horizons, you know, out there, and bigger transformations. The only thing is there's a sense of having to fight for that, right? Okay. So we move into the energy of the Two of Pentacles. And so a lot of the signs have been getting this. So there's this, you know, balancing aspect of trying to figure out which priority we're going to make our number one a priority in the season of Virgo. And being that Virgo is, you know, the harvesting time, and the time where things really need to be checked off and tallied, I do feel like for you as a Libra, you really are going to have to put into account what it is that you are going to put your main focus on, what it is that you're going to be working for. And this can mean different things for whoever, for whatever is going on in your life. So let's go ahead and see. Two of Pentacles, what are we trying to debate? What are we balancing out? Prioritizing. What do we need to prioritize? Oh. Okay, so the Hermit card. So some of you need to, ground yourself and come back to yourself. Some of you need to stop going out as much and maybe start to prioritize yourself. Maybe you need to go deeper within yourself and really take this Virgo season to get more in touch with your Virgo energy. You may want to look into your natal chart and see which house is ruled by Virgo, or which house has Virgo in it, I guess is a better way to say it. If you need help with that, you can message me and I can do a natal chart reading for you if you would like that. But yes, I do think that it's time for you to go within yourself and kind of, take it slow and go within yourself mentally and figure out what the plan is. You know, what needs to change, what needs to end, what needs to begin, what's not providing peace for you, what's not cooperating with your emotions. What do you want? Anything you want, you can have. This is what this card says. But you have to be willing to actually believe in that, because there's no way to have power in something if there's no, commitment towards it. So what you're going to be having to prioritize is, are you going to put yourself before someone else? Are you going to finally sit down and not go out and finally, you know, look within? That could be it. So then we go to the Chariot. So there's going to be a sense of, for some, this could just be something as simple as cars. Maybe some of you may be getting a new car. There's a success or a victory that comes from your motivations and what drives you. Also, Cancer energy. Let's see. So we have the Queen of Wands here. So this is someone who had to learn that they are a leader. This is someone who is very bold and, you know, obviously a fire sign. So a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. So again, with this fire person coming back through, but this is a person who has learned that they are a leader. They don't just naturally possess that trait. They kind of have to warm up to it, and they have to learn that they are important and that, you know, they are the life of the party and that people want to be around them. And it seems as though it's blossomed into something that is able to motivate you. It's able to make you feel good. It's able to make this person or the situation is able to make you feel as though you're onto something. You're on the right road to something, right? I also feel like let's see, what else? Tower card. So this is an unexpected change. Now usually this card is kind of scary, you know, but I do honestly feel like this change just led you on, it provided multiple paths for you to go on, and for some reason you chose to go towards either this person, this fire sign, or it put you on a mindset or an energy frequency to be like this person, right? And it kind of like boosted you. It gave you some sense of like go energy to go attack what you want. End of September energy. At the base, Four of Swords in reverse. So now it's time to put things into action. It's time to move, okay? This is what this energy is all about. At the end of September, it will be time for you to move and start making changes. We're starting out with, you know, not peaceful energy, maybe not trusting a person, maybe not loving a person anymore. Almost a loss of emotional connection. It's not harmonious energy at that point. Yeah. Okay, so I see two cards that I keep catching. Okay. So we have the Ten of Wands and the Lovers card. So the thing that could not be bringing peace towards you is the fact that you're taking too much on when it comes to love. You have too much on your plate when it comes to love. Whatever this means to you, figure it out, okay? Because it's almost like saying, it's like a mental thing. I can't explain what love is to you because you have your own idea of what that is. And that's part of the reason why you're taking on too much. I feel like your idea of it is not the same as the other person's. And so it's causing a shift or an imbalance, but not in a bad way. It's just like you're the only one who can catch yourself if you start going too deep or not thinking the right way. You know what I'm saying? You have to be your own police officer when it comes to love because you have your own idea of what it is. Knight of Swords in reverse. So someone moving too fast into something, someone jumping into something, you know, extremely quickly, and it's most likely not going to turn out right, you know. We have Three of Wands here. So it's like you're waiting on your transition. So you not moving fast is good. You waiting is what you need to do. This is your time to, you know, gain knowledge, gain connections, gain momentum, so that whenever you do start going towards your next horizon, you'll have the power and the drive to actually want to complete that mission. So right now you should really just be thinking about what your goal is and really trying to formulate in your mind what you want the outcomes to be. And then we go towards the Knight of Wands. This is how you're going to end your September. Knight of Wands in reverse. So again, not moving too hastily. You really want to take it slow and don't make any actions until you're actually sure that this is what needs to be done. What is it that you're trying to, what is it that you need to double check? Okay, so we got 3 cards. Okay, so we're back to this energy of the Devil in reverse and the 4 of Pentacles in reverse. And this is basically saying whatever you're obsessing over, it's because of greed. It's because you want more and more and more. And that's why you're going towards things that you don't need to. And you're kind of lusting over things that are equally the same in value, but you see them as something different because of the greed and the lust that comes about. So this could also just be you overtelling and you not realizing that you're your own worst enemy. You not realizing that you're your own parasite. You have to be aware of that. And you have to realize you cannot do everything. You have to realize that you cannot be emotionally a part of everything in everyone's life because it's not going to work. And it's almost like you're going to start obsessing over trying to maintain your possessions, your materials, and also not overtelling someone else's business, because I feel like you're going to be getting a lot of information, but you have to sit with it, and you can't do too much with it. So yes, be smart. This is you, Libra, Queen of Swords. Very logical. You don't have to be friendly in order to make friends. You know, there's some people who are just like that, and you don't have to be cold, but you need to be very conscious of who you have around you and whose intents are for what, and who's logical around you, who's emotional around you. You need to be aware of all of that. Be courageous in whatever it is that you want. Okay? I think that's it for you guys. As an overview for your September, I will say that it's mostly about you. The center of your spread is the 2 of Pentacles and the Hermit card. So this is just about you in Virgo season, putting your stuff into, you need to prioritize your things, and you also need to take time to yourself and have some self-care so you can also balance out what's important to you. So it's essentially about balance and prioritization, I would say, which is really all you're about, essentially, Libra. So if you would like a personal reading, or if you need a chart reading, or if you just need to talk to someone, I'm here. I leave all of my information down below for you, Libra, and leave a like, a comment, or subscribe just to show me that you care so I can keep posting these videos for you for free. And yeah, I'm love from a Leo, and if I'm not your favorite Leo, one day I will be. And until next time, Libra, I will see you very, very soon. Bye.